It is the state championship round, and you know what? I forgot what section we're in. What division? We're in two? Division 2. Sorry.
Actually, just Division 2.
Division 2.
Division 2.
Here we go. Division 2, Game 2 of the CIF State Championship presented by Farmers. Good evening, everybody, from Lawndale High School inside the cage. Along with Rufus Washington, I'm Lou Stowers, going to bring you all the action from courtside. And what a game this is going to be. It has been broiling hot. We've had a high-pressure system rotisserating over us. A record heat in downtown Los Angeles of 93 degrees. It's going to be twice as hot as that on the court with the Wildcats and the Cardinals.
It absolutely will, and the Wildcats are still making their way here. Having said that, though, the Cardinals are ready. They're primed. They've been out warming up. We've had a chance to interact with them. This is their redemption tour, as we talked about, and this is the second step in the tour. Big game a couple of nights ago against Grant, but this Wildcat team from Redlands, East Valley will be a much, much tougher test for the Cardinals.
That's right. The Redlands East Valley Wildcats and McCall Hall going to be covering their sideline. Have four players average in double figures and love to rotate the ball and have not lost double figures this year.
No, they haven't. And, you know, Coach Barrick let us know it's all about them knocking down their shots. They are a high-powered offense. They really love to shoot the three. So for them tonight, I know they had a little bit of a delay, but they're going to come in here very focused. And they know the key to winning this game, they have to knock down big shots. They're big-time players. It's all about going big or going home. And they've been sitting in the bus for a while, so they don't want to go home.
Well, you've been on a few of those buses, especially going over to Pullman, Washington from Seattle.
Yeah.
What does that do to you when there are delays like this? Does it make you angrier, or what does that do?
It makes you so mad that you want to get inside of the gym and just rip the heads off of who's ever in your way. So I really do expect them to come out and be real Wildcats and be wild and tear up these Cardinals.
All right, well, you heard what McCall just said about what a broken down bus can do for you. Just make a caged Wildcat even more cagier.
Well, it can certainly make you more ornery, and then you got to go on the road at that, which they obviously were. But here's the difference. They're here against a Lawndale team that's gained a lot of confidence and a lot of experience in this playoff run through both the ups and the downs. And right now, though, this team is riding pretty high. They're looking forward to the game, and again, they've got the dynamic duo, but so many other guys are also hitting on cylinders that it's going to make a huge difference, and it will be a challenge for Redlands East Valley.
And Shemezi Matu getting some love from the LA Times, and going off to USC, Broderick Jones to San Diego State. I'm sure that their minds are on the college tournaments, but right now they have to keep their heads in this state championship tournament.
Exactly. These guys still have to stay focused. Like Rufus said, they're on the road to redemption here. Exactly a week ago from today, they lost in the double overtime to Canyon Anaheim, a 28-point lead in double overtime. They let it go. That bad taste has to go. How do you do that? You win. They blew out of the water Grant on Wednesday night. They have a much tougher task here tonight, but if they win, all is forgotten when you're winning and everybody smiles and happy. So tonight, they're going to try to, led by Chimezimetu, Broderick Jones, they're going to try to put this team on their back and get a W here tonight.
That's right. Rufus Agidio brings up a good point. They did blow out, they being the Cardinals, blew out Grant out of the water, out of the cage here. How is that going to work here against this 180-degree team of the Redlands East Valley Club?
Well, I think the first thing Coach Brownlee did was put that game in perspective. And he put it in perspective during the course of the game when, for the most part, in the fourth quarter, the end of his bench got a considerable amount of playing time. That was letting the guys know, hey, you can't, we ran into a team that we were just clearly better than. We won the game. Don't take anything away from it except the W. Now, he knows this Redlands East Valley team. He gave us his scouting report. So he's got his guys focused and primed on this game. I think that this is one of the largest steps that they will need to take in their road to hopefully getting to Cal Berkeley to play in the state championship, is this game right here. This will be a good game, fans.
This is the biggest hurdle probably in the southern bracket. Well, the tip-off and the starting lineups are right around the corner. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut, home of the 2011 National Championship Yukon Huskies basketball team, and you're losing your Olympians.
Beverly around the back, follow a jumper. Good, beautiful shot.
It wasn't too long ago that I was playing basketball right here.
I just want to thank him for having me here. I'm honored to play here.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
Lou Stowers back with you, not courtside with Rufus, but in the CityTV studios calling the first half of the game because of technical difficulties. Some of the equipment broke just before we went on the air, and we apologize for that. You'll also notice that one of our cameras were affected, and you will see one of our shots will be in black and white, just like the old days. Hopefully we can get that fixed for you, as we did, because the second half of our Lawndale Redlands East Valley game will be just as you're accustomed to seeing from our three-time Star Award-winning CityTV team, and Rufus will be back with me. And the Wildcats are being introduced. Number 3, Alex Ziska, a 6'2 senior. Number 12, Julian Senegal, a 5'9 senior. And there's Cam Aiken, the big 6'5 sophomore. And also coming on the court is number 32, Austin Bryant, a 6-foot senior. And there's the big man on campus, Chris Harper, a 6'2", 175-pound senior, averaging almost 16 points a game. Wildcats are coached by Bill Bayrich. They're 26-7 overall, 9-5, good enough for third place in the Citrus Belt, and they are 7-2 on the road. The Lawndale Cardinals, there was T.J. Johnson wearing number 0, and Chris White, the wing, a senior, headed for UTEP. There's Delano Beckles, one of the seniors, the shooting guard, a 6'2 senior. And number 1, Broderick's Buddha Jones, he's headed for San Diego State, and he is a 6'10 senior. And the big man in the middle, Shemezi Matu, headed to USC, the 6'10 senior. The Cardinals, 21-11 overall, 7-3, tied for second in the Ocean League, and they are 6-1 at home, ranked number 74 in the state. Redlands East Valley ranked number 118 in the state. Chris Brownlee in his third year, 62-24, and he is assisted by Walt Williams, Johnny Parker, Al Wiley, Dwayne Richardson, and Deron Marshall. Also, good news, Ed Brownlee's back in the house as he's selling hot dogs to everybody, and that's good news. Got to be the shoes as Shemezi Matu coming out. He scored 11 points against Grant with 4 rebounds and 1 for 1 in free throws. And looking at the crowd, not as big as it was against Grant, but a very hot day today as we set a record of about 92 degrees in downtown Los Angeles. And it'll be Broderick Jones against Cam Aiken, and we're just about ready to get things underway. The tip-off is controlled by Jones and the Cardinals, and we're underway, Game 2 of the Division II. And, right away, there's Shemezi with the shot. Won't go down. Rebound is up, and still the rebound, and goes over the top, so that will be a turnover on the Cardinals, and it'll be Wildcat ball. So Jones trying to get something going early, couldn't do it, and we get the ball rolling again. Senegal now gets it to Ziska. Ziska over on the left wing to Harper. Harper going down deep. Now back to Ziska. And to Harper from the corner, and good. So the first shot of the game by the Wildcats goes in, and it's 3-0 in favor of Redlands East Valley. Good passing by the Wildcats, and that corner shot was nothing but net. Now we have a whistle underneath, and Matu will go to the line, or maybe it was out of bounds. And just about ready to get back underway. Johnson with it, steps back for a 3, just a bit off the mark, but it's tipped up and in by Delano Beckles. Now here comes Harper again, and he's Johnny on the spot to put it up and in. And Harper now has 5 points. So the Wildcats mean business as they had a a bus failure. Their bus was kind of like our equipment, just couldn't handle the heat, and this goes out of bounds, and it's going to be real hot inside the Cardinal cage as the first quarter is just underway. Ball is going to be inbounded by Senegal. Senegal now back to Ziska for three right away. That's off the mark. Rebound is tipped around and finally controlled by Beckles, and he waits for the flow to go to our right. Now gets over to Buda Jones with a nice easy runner. Broderick's with 2 points. He had 17 points and 2 rebounds against Grant, and the ball is knocked away. So it'll be Cardinal ball. There you see Ben Bayrich, the coach of the Wildcats. And yeah, their bus broke down on the way to Lawndale, and they were delayed by about an hour. The game time was supposed to start at 6, didn't get going until 7, and so that really makes for a mean Wildcat because they were in their cage for a little bit too long. Down underneath, and a slam dunk by Shemezi Matu. That's his first points of the game. And that's the first lead for the Cardinals. And the ball was knocked out of bounds. Good crowd. But there you see some empty seats, and you can't blame the people for maybe going to the beach. And in the ball game now for the Wildcats is Daniel Fisher. Ball is inbounded right away, and the Cardinals were caught kind of flat-footed. But Buda Jones comes up with that rebound off of the miss, and back come the Cardinals in the first quarter. Jones with it, puts a shot up, won't go down, and the rebound is taken, and a jump ball. And I do believe the possession arrow will go to the Wildcats. So Daniel Fisher coming in and wrestling with Buda Jones. But Broderick's doing a good job of tying up after the rebound by Fisher. Van Sant with the ball. Brett Van Sant checking in the ball game for the Wildcats. Senegal has it now to Harper. Harper going against Beckles, and a step-back jumper, and just like in the backyard, 7 points already for Harper, and they get the lead back. All 7 points scored by Chris Harper. Now Beckles gets it to Shemezi. Oh, my goodness. Baseline slam dunk. 4 points for Shemezi, and the Cardinals get the lead back. Senegal brings it back across the line, and the things are starting to heat up now, and a steal by Beckles. Delano brings it across, gets a quick three, and the rebound goes over the backboard, so the Cardinals will turn it over again. So if it hits the top of the backboard and comes back in play, it's a live ball. If it goes over and out of play, beyond the baseline, then it's a turnover as Harper has the ball go off of his leg, and Beckles trying to get it, control it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Beckles and Harper go out of bounds, and a good defensive play by Delano Beckles. As Chris Harper was dribbling, and it just went right off of his calf, and Beckles and Harper in a foot race there. So both of these young men playing hard. As T.J. Johnson gets it back out. Bad pass as there was too many red jerseys. It goes out of bounds. It should be Cardinal ball, but good defense by Senegal and the Wildcats. They see 3 red jerseys. There's Aiken, Harper, and Senegal, and Buda Jones again coming in. And the ball goes out of bounds, so it'll be East Valley ball. REV East Valley. Senegal with it, being guarded by TJ. Ziska has it, and that's going to be short. And the rebound comes off to Shemezi. Cardinals with it, with a nursing that 1-point lead. White with a 3-point shot, and that's off the mark. Rebound to Fisher, gets it to Aiken. Here comes a full court pressure. Look out. But Aiken brings it across the line. Gets it over to Harper. Harper driving against Beckles. Gets out to Ziska from the corner. That's off the mark. Rebound right to Aiken's hands, and he puts it up and in. Seesaw battle here at the cage. Wildcats with a 1-point lead. An exciting game. Could be in for something special here tonight. Shemezi, that's something special right there. He has a half a dozen points and gets the lead back for the Cardinals. These Redlands East Valley team, it's a young school, but they've always had strong teams, and Senegal was fouled as he missed the layup try, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So Senegal not afraid of the big guys underneath as TJ Johnson commits the foul. So that's his first personal, first team foul. First one is good by Senegal, who averages 57%. Quincy Pinkard coming in the game in a tie game. Misses, and the rebound goes to Shemezi. Shemezi's got that fire in his eyes. His nostrils are flaring. He could be having a big game today. I think he's got something to prove after the loss to Canyon at Honda Center in the sectional finals and a turnover by Chris White. And instead of hanging your head, you got to get back on defense there. So the referees are calling it close. Ziska from way downtown from the volleyball line, and Matu comes down with another rebound. That's 3 already in the first quarter. And Redlands East Valley gets back in a hurry. Showing a 3-2 zone defense, and here comes Matu. Goodness, slams it over Aiken, and he has 8 points here in the quarter. And the Cardinals take a 2-point lead. Aiken wanted to take a shot, now gets it to Ziska. He'll shoot it from anywhere, but he gets it back to Senegal. Senegal has to come back out. Delano Beckles on him. Actually, that's TJ on him. And now Aiken throws up a shot wildly. Jones with the rebound, hangs on to it, and gets it to Chris White. 2 rebounds for Buddha. Ball dumped down low to Shemezi. Shemezi puts up a little baseline jumper, won't go down. The rebound is off, and the Cardinals were nowhere to be found underneath the bucket. Harper has a wide open 3. A miss and over the top, and that'll be turned over to the Cardinals late in the first quarter. TJ brings it across. And now, bounce pass underneath, and that's stolen away. A no-look bounce pass, and Chris Harper has it, puts it up and in. So a 4-point switch and 8 points for Chris Harper here in the quarter, and that ties the ball game up, and 1 opportunity for the senior. There you see him going against Chris, and okay, we'll call that an and 1, I guess. Harper, 66% free throw shooter, makes that one. So 9 points in the quarter for Harper, and it's a 1-point Redlands East Valley lead over Lawndale in Game 2 of Division 2. The state championships brought to you by Farmers. Wide open 3 taken by Chris White. Won't go down. The rebound is to Matu, and he slams it home. Gives the lead back to the Cardinals, and there's a return dunk by Chris Harper as the Cardinals were celebrating Shemezi's dunk back at the other end. Ball dumped down low to Buddha. Give and go, and a foul, as that's going to go against Daniel Fisher. That'll be his first personal, first team foul, and a very clean game so far. So the officials explaining things there. And so it'll be out of bounds. Cardinals, and Brandon Newman in the ball game now. Newman passes it off, but it was stolen by Redlands East Valley, and back they come. 4 turnovers on the Cardinals. Harper with it. Now back over to, that was blocked. Aiken blocked it, and Brandon Newman, actually Aiken's shot was blocked by Matu, and Brandon Newman saved it. Newman now gets it back. Matu back to Newman, puts it up. And a good job by Newman. The shot doesn't count. The basket's no good. But Brandon Newman did a good job of going up for the shot so he could get 2 free throws at the line there. See, he wasn't going to get a good shot off from Daniel Fisher with him all over him. So that's his second personal, and Brandon Newman will get 2 shots at the line. First one is up and in. He was 1 for 3 against Grant. So tie ball game. Semezi Matu and Chris Brownlee doing some strategizing. Newman very confident out there as he sinks his second point of the game and gives a 1-point lead back to Lawndale. Full court pressure. Ziska passes it off, gets it to Van Sant, and a brick thrown up by him, but he gets his own rebound back. And Ziska with it. Now over to Snavely in the ball game. Snavely in for the Wildcats. Alex. And now Semezi with the steal. Semezi gets the ball back as he takes a long 3 at the end of the quarter, and it doesn't go down, and the quarter ends 15-16, or 16-15, excuse me, in favor of the Lawndale Cardinals. And our officials tonight, Ernesto Rodriguez, Kenny Wu, and Ron Joseph. And Semezi Matu with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and a block shot in the ball game tonight. Ben Bayrich, the coach of the East Valley Wildcats, and they lost to Compton 63-48 in the 2A finals. So Chris Brownlee and crew, there's Walt Williams and Al Wiley, a couple of his his assistant coaches. And Chris probably very relieved that his dad Ed is back here at the cage. Second quarter underway, 1-point Lawndale lead. Baseline jump shot won't go down. Rebound is tipped, and DeAndre Snedeker just couldn't get it. Chris Harper has it, but a full court pressure, and it's beaten as Snavely gets it across the line for the Wildcats. Second quarter just underway. Back out front to Van Sant, and he puts in a 3. Buries it away. Well, he's wide open. Why not? So it's a 2-point lead now for the Wildcats. TJ with it. Now baseline, here comes Snedeker down the lane. Nice little pirouette, puts it up and in. First bucket of the game for DeAndre. And a tie ball game again. And a whistle, DeAndre playing Velcro type defense. And Alex Snavely was dribbling the ball, the 6'2 senior, and DeAndre with his first personal. Second team foul. And Senegal comes back in for the Wildcats. Pass underneath, wide open, and missing the wide open shot was Snavely. Rebound goes to Newman, but boy, that should have been an easy layup for the Wildcats. Newman with a 2-handed chest pump shot. 3 points for Brandon on that, and he has 5 on the afternoon. And that puts the Cardinals up by 5 points. Senegal with it. Now gets it back out. Shot put up by Snavely. Won't go down. Actually, that's Bryant. That won't go down. Rebound to Snavely, but it's blocked away by Buddha Jones, and back comes Newman on a 2-on-1. Laid up and in with the left hand by T.J. Johnson. Beautiful play on the block by Buddha. Newman gets the tip, and they're off to the races on a 2-on-1 break. Newman almost stole the ball again. Snavely with a 3-point shot with Newman right in his face. Beautiful shot by Ziska. He has 6 points. Now a travel on the play, and the Cardinals turn that over. That's turnover number 5 on the afternoon for Lawndale. Julian Senegal, the 5'9 senior, brings it across. Gets it to Kim Aiken. Now Senegal gets it back. Harper now underneath, but the ball is blocked away by Jones. Picked up by Fisher. Now Senegal with it. Tries to use the glass. No, but Newman is up for the rebound. He has 2. Brandon brings it across, gets it to TJ. Fires it down low to Jones. Jones from the baseline is double teamed, so Newman takes it, says, here, take that, and I'll give it to my buddy Shemezi Matu. He has a dozen points in the second quarter, but Harper comes in and sneaks in the back door, and now he has a dozen points. A little bit sloppy defense by the Cardinals as the Wildcats are still in this by all means. And now another bad pass and stolen away. This one from Quincy Pinkert, a 3-point shot by Ziska, and he has 9 points. Alex Ziska, and it's a 1-point game after that turnover, and a timeout called by Chris Brownlee. And a very smart timeout by Chris because it's a 1-point game, and the Cardinals are playing a little bit loose on defense, turning the ball over and allowing some easy buckets like this one. Look how wide open Ziska is for that 3-pointer, and he loves shooting from the wing. Ziska with 9 points, all 3-pointers, and 2 of them pretty much back-to-back here in the second quarter. Brent Van Zandt also with a 3-pointer, so all of their points have been off of threes. And for the Cardinals, their leading scorer is Shemezi Matu with 12 points, 5 points for Brandon Newman. With 2 points is T.J. Johnson, Broderick Jones, DeAndre Snedeker, and Delano Beckles, as Newman will come back in the ball game, along with Quincy Pinkard, Shemezi Matu, and Pinkard will inbound the ball. So Matu having a little chat with Ernesto Rodriguez. Boy, are they going to be happy at the Galen Center to see that kid next year. Newman has it, catches the pass, and puts it up and in. Nice catch and shoot. 7 points for Brandon. And it's a 3-point Cardinal lead. Ziska again. This is a little long, and the rebound goes to Jones. Buddha with his 3rd rebound. And the ball's going to be turned over, and Chris Brownlee not too happy with that chain of events. There's Kenny Wu with the ball, the official, as that ball was turned over, and 6 turnovers by the Cardinals. Ziska with it on the give and go, and it got up and went because Matu blocked it out of bounds and said, get that stuff out of my yard. Kim Aiken tried to go up for the easy bucket after the give and go. Watch it on the replay. But now if Shemezi can learn to control those blocks and keep him in play and make it a turnover, that would be something. But, you know, he's still learning the game. Bounce pass to Harper underneath, but didn't want to get around Matu, so he takes a nice, easy jump shot. Well, I don't want to call that easy, but he makes the shot and makes it a 1-point game again. Second quarter of the Division II Game 2, CIF, and Buddha Jones with a nice turnaround jump shot. He has 4 points. Getting the ball now is Aiken, clanks it off the iron, and Matu with another rebound. He has 4. Newman gives it off to Johnson. TJ with it, down underneath to Newman. Gives it nice pass to Buddha Jones for his 6th point. Back come the Wildcats. And it looks like the Wildcats might start to be getting a little rattled, coming unraveled here with the speed of some of the kids coming off the bench for Chris Brownlee, like Brandon Newman and Quincy Pinkard. Oh, my goodness, that shot is just swatted away by Jones. Snavely almost got mugged out there. Jones with it and gets it back. TJ drives down the lane with the follow-away jump shot. Nobody there but Wildcats for the rebound. That was Aiken. Here comes Senegal, and Senegal Nice call by the referee, Ernesto Rodriguez, as Quincy Pinkard just grabbed the ball and Senegal couldn't go up with it. And Julian thought that might have been a foul. Let's watch this on the left-handed dribble. And going up for the shot, actually it might have been a foul, but nope. They didn't call it that way. Now the ball underneath to Aiken, but Matu there with the rebound. That's number 5, but that was too easy on the inbound pass. Dumped down to Jones. Jones back on the give and go to Quincy Pinkard. Oh, how did that not go in? Senegal with the rebound. He's off to the races. 2-on, 3-on-1. Back over to Harper. Puts it up. No. Rebound is volleyball back to Ziska. He goes baseline. Reverse layup. Clanked underneath. And he'll be fouled. And he'll get 2 shots at the line. Foul's going to go against Quincy Pinkard. Good defense. But still, the foul is called. Ziska going to the line to shoot 2, already with 9 points. He's an 85% free throw shooter and misses that one badly. And he knows that free throws are so important in a game where you're outsized and being outrun. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the first half. Makes the second one, and Ziska with 10 points. It's a 3-point game, actually a 4-point game. Pinkard with it now in the corner to Newman. Newman to Beckles, back in the ball game for Brownlee. Pass underneath, a bullet pass to Matu, and he's fouled. It would have counted if it went, but it didn't, so Shemezi will have 2 shots at the line. There you see it, and Shemezi with good continuation, good strength and control on keeping that shot up in the air, because you want to get that continuation if you can. So Aiken with his first. Shemezi makes the free throw. He was 1 out of 1 against Grant, even after Canyon High School at Honda Center played Shaka-Matu, or Haka-Matu, like they used to hack a shack back when Shaquille O'Neal was with the Lakers. 2 nice-looking free throws for Shemezi. He has 14 points. And the lead continues to grow for the Cardinals. Senegal with it. Now over to Harper. Harper trying to get around the defense. Good defense by Quincy Pinkard. And Quincy's going to get called for the foul. That's his second personal. And there was the reach. So the ball will be inbounded by the Wildcats, and stepping on the sideline was Senegal, and he turns the ball over to the Cardinals. So a 6-point lead. Let's see if the Cardinals can make that increase coming down the stretch here in the second quarter. Delano Beckles with it. Beckles puts a shot up. It's blocked by Aiken, but I do believe that's going to be free throw time for Delano. And we see Delano on the drive, challenging Aiken, but actually that might have been on Ziska. We're going to give that to Ziska. That'll be his first on the reach-in. And the third team foul, I should say, on the Wildcats. So Delano makes the first one. He has 3 points. And again, we apologize for our technical difficulties. I'm Lou Stowers in studio recalling this game. We had some technical difficulties. Some equipment failed. And there you see a black and white shot. It affected our audio in the first half as Quincy Pinkard takes a seat, and then also affected one of our cameras. And so that's why it's in black and white. Delano makes the second free throw, and he has 4 points. Wildcats with the ball. Harper with it. Now gets it to Ziska. He can shoot it from the parking lot. Now gets it over to Senegal. Is wide open in the lane, but missed the shot. Now the rebound goes right into the hands of Daniel Fisher. Ziska has it. Oh, it's blocked way out of bounds into the third row by Shemezi. And there we were saying if Shemezi could control that block and just tip it to himself or tip it to a teammate, that'd be an easy turnover. But like we said, he's also still learning. Senegal with it. Step back jumper by Aiken, but he's going to get 2 shots, and I believe DeAndre is going to get nailed with another foul with his second personal. Yep. DeAndre playing very close defense, very close to the vest. And Kim Aiken will go to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first one, now has 3 points. A 61% free throw shooter. Chris Brownlee looking on with a concern, just a 7-point lead, and Matu comes up with the rebound on that one. He has a half a dozen here in the quarter. 7-point lead for the Cardinals in the second quarter. Baseball pass underneath to DeAndre with the left-handed layup. Snedeker now with 4 points. 3-point shot put up by Ziska. Little short. Rebound to Matu, number 7 for him. Now Brandon Newman will bring it across and slow it down towards the end of the quarter. Trying to get something set, and it's coming down, and the ball is tipped away, but Brandon Newman gets it back. 3-point shot put up by Snedeker. And he has 7 points. And that ends the quarter on that long shot. It would have gone. It would have counted if it went, but it didn't. But DeAndre Snedeker with a huge 3-point shot, and that makes the score going into the locker room at the half 42-30. Cardinals over the Wildcats. Well, again, we want to apologize for our technical difficulties. We'll try to get that fixed. It is fixed for the second half. So please stay tuned to CityTV's presentation of Game 2 of the Division II State Championships presented by Farmers.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Just before the third quarter, Lawndale leading Redlands East Valley 42-30 in Game 2 of the CIF State Championships presented by Farmers. Let's go to Egidio.
Well, the Cardinals opened up their lead a little bit there in the second quarter. I talked to Coach Brownlee coming out of the locker room, and I said, what do you guys have to do to maintain that lead? He said, we got to get back in transition a little bit quicker. Got to do a better job on that. And I also talked to him and said, you wanted great play out of your big guys, Shemezi Metu, Broderick Jones. He said he was very happy how those two guys are doing. He said, we still have to be aggressive and attack the basket. And again, I'll rebound the other team. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Egidio DeLeu. Always right on.
Always right. And while we got a chance, we may as well mention again, as we've seen before, a lot of the local, it's a community effort.
Yes,
Lawndale's the last community team standing, but we saw earlier the Hawthorne coaching staff, Coach Jello Gray, David Jello Gray, along
and
with
Moose.
his assistant, and Moose. They were in the house, and last time we saw Mookie the other night, Devontae Mookie Carr, and I love that. I just love the fact that the guys from competing
got a gal here from Hawthorne right next to us.
Come out and support the local team, because that's what it's about now. This is our community out here playing.
It sure is. Chris White dumps it down low to Shemezi to start things off and gets 2 guys to go down, and Jones with the rebound. He puts it up and in.
So they come out strong with the inside game right off the bat, and they get back on defense. That was one of the games that Gideon mentioned, was that transition defense. And what happens is that transition defense broke down because of the celebrating after made baskets.
Right. So the ball was knocked out of bounds by Delano on a good defensive play. and a 14-point lead, but now trying to shrink that lead is Harper, or check that, Harper, and the rebound goes off to Shemezi.
Wow.
He has 8 rebounds now, Rufus. Broderick's Jones with 6. Give and go to Shemezi, but Harper was in the way. Gets it back down low to Buddha, and he gets a sweet kiss off the glass for 10 points. 4 here in the quarter already. Ziska with it on the weave. It's Aiken with a nice shot, a long 2 for Kim, and he has 5 points.
And it was 46-30 prior to that shot.
Down low, and they're going to nail, I believe, Austin Bryant.
Austin Bryant was doing
on.
the only thing that he could. And that last Lawndale basket was credited to
Jones. Down underneath to Jones, and he too long. Rebound off, taken by Bryant. And back comes the Wildcats, Ziska for 3. And he has a dozen with that shot. Now it's an 11-point lead for the Cardinals in this 3-point happy team. Triple team is Buddha. Over to Shemezi. Wants to dribble down the lane, but stops and pops. Won't go down. Jones with a tip. And he has a dozen, and
official timeout taken because the Redlands player down on the floor, that's the big guy, that's number 15, Kim Aiken. He's 6'5", 195, and Coach Barrich is going to substitute for him real quickly by bringing on Brett Van Sant.
time back in, 6:20 left in the third quarter. Glad you joined us on City TV on a sweltering day in Southern California. Harper with it, and it goes out of bounds and knocked out of bounds by a Lawndale wing.
So it'll be interesting to see what defensive changes Lawndale may have made at halftime in terms of guarding Harper, because he was the guy posing the most challenge. We see right now the defense by Delano Beckles on him.
He almost got another steal right there. Harper against Jones, and now Shemezi gets down and dirty. Jump ball, and the possession arrow faces the Wildcats. And another new 35 put up on the clock. Even though there was no change of possession.
Well, it looks like they're going to make the adjustment
there we go.
now.
Now they are.
They're still holding. The clock's going to go down to 6. And this was what I noted and pointed out in the first half. Anytime there's a jump ball and the team in possession retains possession, the clock does not reset to 35. They did that in the first half. Now they properly set it at 15. Little cross screen down low.
Snavely couldn't get the shot up, and the ball is stolen. Here
Delano
comes Beckles! A half a dozen for Delano. And a good steal. 50-35.
You give Chris White a lot of credit on that steal.
Very active, Rufus. Is now Van Sant with it. Gets it back to Ziska for 3. Wow. Man. He has 15 points. Ball down low to Jones. Jones with it. Jones wants to go baseline. He takes a shot over Van Sant, and he'll get 2. Shot would have counted, but it was just a little too long. Van Sant gets nailed for his first, I do believe, and first team foul, that second team foul in the half.
Nice little pull-up jumper by Buddha. Like to see him follow suit as Chemezi does and drive the baseline a little bit more and attack the basket from even closer in as he misses the front end of a 2-shot set.
Bryant out, and in is Fisher for Redlands East Valley. Also out of the ball game is Van Sant. So Aiken back in for the Wildcats. Right down the middle for a lucky 13 for Broderick's Buddha Jones. Aiken with it, stops Ziska, catches, shoots, and the rebound comes off to Harper. And the ball is stolen by the Cardinals. And back they come with 5:03 left to go. Delano couldn't get control of the ball, and let's see, who are they going to give the ball to?
They're going to give it to Lawndale. The officials conferred. Redlands East Valley crowd not liking it, but that's what the officials saw. There was the hand of number 15, Kim Aiken, in there, knocking the ball loose.
20 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer taken by Beckles, won't go down, and the rebound comes off to Aiken.
Beckles, wow, he traveled on the play.
Three-point shot is long, and White tips the ball to Jones on the rebound, and a reach-in foul by Ziska, and he's not too pleased with himself there. That's his first personal, third team foul, and another rebound for Jones. Should be number 7. Quincy Pinkard coming in the ball game, and he will inbound the ball. So it's
QP, another one of those tip of the hat ones.
That's right. Number 2 runs the baseline. Oh!
Get back, get back.
16 for Shemezi. And they are back. Senegal with it, being chased down by Pinkard. Now Jones against Aiken. Had Jones' hand in his face and still made the shot.
Nice
now
pull-up jumper by Aiken. Nice pull-up jumper.
Pinkard waiting for Matu to get into a spot.
Wow, they had Matu on the inside, just missed him.
He's always going to be double teamed, and there he is. Turnaround step back jumper, just planks off the iron too short. Ziska with the rebound. On the run, Harper blows the layup. Rebound is off, and stepping out of bounds was TJ. So the ball will stay in Wildcat hands. With 3:52 left to go in the quarter, and a timeout taken by Chris Brownlee, a 30-second timeout.
And I think it's a good timeout by Coach Brownlee. Even though they lead by 13, their largest lead was 16. Let's go over to McCall Hall.
All right, quick injury report for you guys. Sophomore Kim Aiken actually got stepped on trying to defend a post-up by Mezzi. Now he got stepped on when Mezzi came down on his chest. It looked pretty painful. He went out of the game, walked out of the building, had to get some air, and he came back to the bench and just collapsed. I mean, he's in a lot of pain. But Coach Barrick walked up to him and said, look, we need you. And he went back in the game. So he's playing through the pain. He's back out there. So be on the lookout for sophomore number 15, Kim Aiken, playing through the pain. Back to you guys.
I think McCall likes that pain stuff. I don't know.
Well, I like the fact that she's on top of
Absolutely.
game circumstances.
Absolutely. Look out. That's going to be a foul on Delano.
And that's a good call on Delano. Got to give it to the official, Wu, on that play. Kenny Wu was right on top of the play.
Well, I could have called it from here. What are you talking about?
Delano with the body, just bodied the Redlands East Valley player out of bounds. Again, make note of it, fans. 3:50 left in the third. Lawndale leading by 13.
So they have they've increased their lead by 1 since the half. So that's good news. A shot missed by Harper, and a shot put up and in by Fisher. And that was a prayer that was answered, Rufus, because he had Shemezi hanging all over him. Quincy gets it to Matu, and he traveled. Yes, he did. Took a little hopscotch.
And again, 11-point lead, the biggest lead in this half, Lou, was 16 at the 7:15 mark. It was 46-30.
There you see the travel. Shuffled both pivot feet, and Shemezi is taken out by Chris Brownlee after he did not like the call.
And let's bear in mind, Chris Harper has not even gotten going in this third quarter.
Well, they've been missing shots that they were making in the first half. Senegal made a U-turn when he saw Jones in there. That's a is that a backcourt violation? No. I guess not. Loose ball. And now that's a steal by Jones. Gives it to TJ. Wow. He loses the handle. Gets it back out to Delano.
TJ was attacked on the play by Senegal, and now you got a foul that's going to be called against Buddha.
And now he barks at the official, saying that
Buddha
you got the retaliation.
Right. Well, Buddha was saying, hey, he was defending me by putting his knee into me, and now they're telling him, okay, you've made your point, shut your mouth before you pick up the tee. That's what they don't want to have happen.
And now Chris Brownlee wisely takes Buddha out of the game and Shemezi back in. I really like it when they rotate the two bigs because you got DeAndre at the power forward. Now Pinkard almost with a steal, but Ziska's been money in the third quarter. That's his third three.
And all of a sudden it's down to an 8-point game. Their biggest lead has been cut in half.
Now a whistle down underneath with 2:38. New 35 on the clock. The ball was kicked out of bounds.
And this
Daniel
is the part
Fisher.
where fans start to get a little bit nervous, Luke. We saw the big lead, and all of a sudden it's gone, and it just does not appear that Lawndale is playing their game at the moment. We got 2:32 left. QP from outside with a triple, though.
Quincy Pinkard with his first bucket of the game, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. Ziska dropped it out. So when you need a shot, you get one of the three-point shooters to bury it. So the ball's turned over to the Cardinals. Shemezi has it, double teamed. Now Newman in the ball game for Beckles. Pinkard with it, trying to get around Ziska, can't do it. Gets it to Snedeker for three. That's way up the mark. Rebound taken by Matu. He has 18 points and definitely leading this team tonight, Rufus.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
Senegal misses, and Matu with another rebound.
Lead back out to 13 after it had been trimmed to 8. So Lawndale answers with a 5-point run of its own. Ball underneath
low
to
to
Chemezi.
Shemezi, puts it up. No, Snedeker with the rebound. TJ probably try it again. Pinkard for three from the corner.
Two big three-pointers by QP.
And the ball was knocked out of bounds. A new 35. Coming back in the ball game is Alex Snavely. Also in is Austin Bryant. Ziska also going to come. He will inbound the ball.
And they have held Chris Harper scoreless this quarter. And we've got 1:23 left.
1:20 left to go in the third quarter. Snavely against Snedeker, dueling 22s. Bryant with it over Newman, and a nice shot by Austin. His first bucket of the game.
Newman looking for some backside help on the play.
1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Dumped to Matu, but he's way outside. Forced outside by Aiken. Now goes baseline, lays it up, won't go down. And the ball is put up by Snedeker, no. Rebound is controlled by Redlands, and now Matu. Did he commit a foul?
Yes, he did. With the body, pushed him out of bounds. A very stealthy move, but again, watch this on the replay. There you see it there. The official ruled right on top of it. Foul on Chemezi. By my count, his first in the ball game.
First and the third team foul. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Snavely with it against TJ. And the Redlands East Valley crowd getting on Chemezi. Baseline jumper, an air ball by Aiken. And now the Cardinal fans return the favor. Ziska for three. Wow. He can't miss. 21 points here in the game.
And it makes it an 11-point game after Lawndale has stretched it back out to 16. So another 5-0 run.
And Ziska with 6 3-pointers on the game. 4 here in the quarter. 3-pointer by TJ, way off the mark. And the rebound and the long pass. Oh my goodness, that almost went in and that would have counted. Woo. So an 11-point lead for Lawndale headed into the fourth quarter. And the Wildcat fans give their team a standing ovation coming off the court. Let's go to Egidio.
Something else, guys, in my discussion with Coach Brownlee when he was coming out of the half, he was telling me we've got to watch out for number 15, Kim Aiken from the Wildcats. He said this is a dangerous kid. He's very athletic. So far, the Cardinals have done a great job, though. They've limited him to only 2 rebounds. Now, this is the leading rebounder on the Wildcats team. He usually averages about 10 rebounds per game. He's very athletic. Like I said, he has some nice plays for this offense and defense, but the Cardinals so far keeping them contained. They're doing a good job, and they have a big lead so far heading into the 4th quarter. Lou, Rufus, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Zisco with 12 points in the 3rd quarter, 4 3-pointers, Rufus. And 20-19, they outscored the Cardinals in the quarter.
They outscored the Cardinals in the quarter by that margin. Of course, they went into the locker room trailing by 12 at 42-30, so they only cut their deficit by 1 to 11. Lawndale, however, on 2 occasions in that period had a 16-point lead. First at 46-30, then 1 point, 61-45. And again, it's been a game of runs, little small runs, little 5 points this way, 5 points that way. Let's see if Lawndale can hold on for the last 8 minutes.
Matu with it. Matu triple team, gets it to Jones underneath, and the triple team goes to him, and nice layup by Matu. Shemezi now with 20 points on the game, Rufus.
Good teamwork by the big men.
Steal by Jones, and now Newman had the ball, then it should be a foul on Aiken or one of the Wildcats.
Let's see, gives it to number 22.
It's Alex Snavely, his first. 5th team foul. Snavely out, Senegal in, and there you see the tackle. And also in is Daniel Fisher. Fisher is in for Bryant. Pinkard with it, 7 minutes and 33 seconds left.
This is where you got to protect the ball.
And the ball is tipped away by Fisher, not considered a backcourt violation. Newman stops, gets it back out. Good defense by the Wildcats.
Lots of time on the shot clock, first of all. Lots of time, lots of time.
Under to Matu, lobs it underneath, can't find a good shot, and he just throws up an air ball. But now we're going the other way.
Well, let's see who's the foul going to go against. Foul called by the official, Ron Joseph. He indicates that it's on number 1. That's Buddha.
His 2nd and 4th team foul. Full court pressure by Newman. It's knocked out of bounds.
Official
and
asking
it
for some help.
Looks like Senegal might have touched it, but Newman will be satisfied with the 2 seconds off the shot clock. And Harper will bring it across for the Wildcats with 7:02 left to go in the 4th quarter. And a 13-point Cardinal lead.
And DeAndre Snedeker draws the assignment to guard Harper. And really the question is going to be who's also going to guard Ziska.
That's right. He hasn't missed a lot. Ball is tipped away. 9 seconds now on the shot clock. Coming down to 5. And they're going to have to shoot. Aiken shoots a long 2. Won't make it. Rebound goes to Buddha.
And Buddha protects the ball before he passes it. Very much aware that there may be a defender somewhere in the territory.
8 rebounds for Jones. Dumped it down to Jones. Now back out to Newman. Newman trying to play slippery, but there comes the 3-2 zone. Now the shot taken on a 3-pointer by Pinkard. That won't go down, and the rebound goes to Aiken, and back they come.
Whoa, he
now
traveled.
Senegal.
I thought for sure Senegal ran with the ball.
Rebound to Quincy Pinkard.
Okay. Now if you're wise, you let your big man get up court. Plenty of time, plenty of time. 5:55 left in the game.
And now
Shot
Jones
up.
and one. Nope, won't go for him. But Buddha will go to the line. And now Broderick's is pleading with Kenny Wu for something. Don't know what. Let's watch the replay.
Well, he got the call on the play, and here's what I'm going to suggest to him. I'm going to suggest to him
Aiken?
that he stays out of the face of the officials at this point. There's rarely very good that's good going to come out of that. So they gave the foul to Fisher.
I haven't heard yet.
Okay, it was either Ziska or Fisher there.
If we can see the replay back in the truck, if we can see that replay again, I believe. I doubt if we'll see it. The rebound is off. 1 point. Ziska gets it around. 19 points for Jones. Rebound is off. Matu with it.
Okay, get
And
the ball
he
up
has
and
10.
move up the floor. Let's go.
Matu giving a look to the official.
Which means nothing.
Which
Except you've wasted time getting up the floor to get in the transition offense.
Newman with it. Starts the dribble. And now Senegal gets called for the foul.
And let me say this. I understand Shaliza's frustration. And that happens. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Newman to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That happens to all big men. That foul, yes, on Senegal, number 12.
Well, that's what we were saying. He's going to see that from now on in his college and professional career. People are going to be hanging all over him. 8 points for Newman. He gets one more. So Shemezi now with a double-double. 20 points and 10 rebounds. In and out, and Newman almost got his own rebound. But Kem Aiken comes up with his fifth. Now it comes over, and Matu with another rebound. And back they come as he hands it off to Newman.
So in the first 3 minutes, Lawndale has held them scoreless. That's good defense by Lawndale. 3 minutes, they've been held scoreless. Turnover by Matu, trying to make the entry pass.
Ziska for three, and he finally misses one. And the offensive rebound goes to Fisher. He has 5.
It out. He slips on the play.
Ziska has it now. Skips it over to Harper. Underneath is Fisher. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Aiken with it. His shot is short.
Good defense by Brandon Newman. That's why the shot was short. Brandon with a hand in his face on the shot, but no contact on the shooter. So, just great defense by Brandon Newman.
Give and go to Shemezi, and he's fouled by Fisher.
Right.
He'll have to earn it at the line. That should be number 4 on Daniel, 8th team foul. And Shemezi Matu will go to the line to shoot 2. Guess we lost our PA guy. Okay. Matu misses the first one. Yep, there's our PA person. It is Fisher. So Shemezi going to the line to shoot 2 more. He's 2 out of 3.
Missed both of those.
But the rebound goes to the Cardinals.
Just looking for a basket. I missed one of the Cardinal baskets here. Got Shemezi with 1. Ball out to Quincy Pinkett
now
out
underneath to Matu. Now to Pinkard. Drives the lane. Pinkard runs into a man and makes it go in. There you go. He has 8 points, Rufus. 3-pointer taken and missed. Rebound is off to Pinkard. 2 rebounds. Fast break to Snedeker.
Wow. Okay.
Snedeker's fouled by Senegal. Not a shooting foul, but actually, well, it's bonus time.
Well, it's a 1-and-1. He's going to say it wasn't shooting. You know, my observation, when he gives the foul to number 2, Bryce Lawson, if he's on the floor, okay.
Number 12, Senegal.
Okay.
So Snedeker going to the line to shoot 2. He has 7 points tonight. Well, it's the 1-and-1, excuse me. So it was not a shooting foul. 17-point Lawndale lead. 3:20 left to go in the quarter. Ziska puts up a wild shot, won't go down. Snedeker fighting for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat ball.
And maybe a little contact by Snedeker on the play, but no foul call.
They've been calling a close game tonight. I have no complaints tonight about the officiating.
Well,
Ziska down to Aiken.
You're not out there playing.
Over to Pinkard. Oh, now to Snedeker. Nice ball control by Snedeker. And he has 9 points. Timeout on the floor with 3:01 left to go in the fourth quarter. And 69-50, Lawndale calls their 3rd timeout.
Okay.
Leading by 19 at 69-50, as you just said.
And the Wildcats have not scored in this quarter.
So Lawndale has scored
4 minutes and 59 seconds. The Redlands East Valley Wildcats have been held scoreless.
And it's going to bug me that I missed a basket. Can you tell me who for Lawndale?
I don't know what you're looking for.
I'm looking for the scoring in the fourth period.
There it is, right there.
Scribble, 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 scribble.
It's meant for me, not you.
Okay.
Who do you have?
I got 2 for Pinker, 2 for Chimezi, 2 for DeAndre. But they've scored 8.
DeAndre had a bucket.
You can't even read your own writing.
Brandon Newman has 1 free throw. Chimezi has a field goal. Quincy Pinkert has a 2-point field goal. And Broderick Jones has a free throw.
Okay. So that's a free throw by Broderick and a free throw by Brandon.
2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter, and Aiken with it. Baseline jumper won't go down. They can't buy a bucket. That was by Fisher. And Matu has another rebound. He has a dozen.
So Lawndale on an 8-0 run here in the fourth quarter through 5.5 minutes.
2:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Quincy Pinkard with it. Pinkard puts it up and throws it in. The prayer is answered. Here's the other end of the rainbow as the Cardinals can't miss, and another turnover. Redlands East Valley, somebody put a lid on their basket, and now it's a 21-point lead all of a sudden for the Cardinals. And they have been playing good defense, Rufus, but this second half has been an awful shooting half for the Wildcats. And now Pinkard gives it off to Johnson over to Snedeker, and he puts it up and in. 1:50 left to go in the fourth quarter, and another rebound for Matu. That's 13. Now Newman is grappling with Aiken, and let's see, it's a jump ball. Possession arrow faces the Wildcats.
Too much dribbling, not enough passing. Ball should have been up the court. When you've got pressure against the ball, first thing you look for is a pass into the front court. Here comes a pass. There are 2 guys back here. In fact, Senegal isn't even pressuring the ball.
Senegal, it's picked out of the air by Matu. Chimezi almost threw it away. Now Pinkard has it. 1:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. TJ with it. Boy, we're seeing how dangerous this Lawndale team can be once they put their mind to it for 30 minutes.
And it's been a long time since we've seen a team held scoreless for nearly 7 minutes in a quarter. Credit Lawndale's defense. Got to move the ball. Too much dribbling now. Pass.
Well, now underneath on the shot clock violation, but 105, so turnover. That's turnover number 12
and
for
now
Lawndale.
Coach Barrett throws up the white flag. Excuse me, please. And he's going to bring in the end of his bench. He knows their season has come to an end, Lou. He wants to give some kids who've contributed to the program. They've been practice fodder all season for the Stars, and they'll get a minute here in this contest.
Bryce Lawson with the ball. Bryce gives it over to Ryan Aranda, and now over to Aaron Andreas. Andreas underneath, Broster in the ball game, wrestles the ball away. David Broster passes it underneath, laid up and in.
QP making a strong run.
Has 12 points in the ball game. 34 seconds left to go. 3-point shot put up, and it's an air ball by Lawson. And the ball is taken by Broster. Long pass down to Pinkard. Pinkard over to Broster. Broster wants to get in the scorebook. Almost did, won't go down. Rebound is off to number 13, Brody Arbiter.
And I'd like to see Lawndale try to hold them scoreless here in the fourth quarter. And they've got
they got 10 seconds left. As now the ball goes from Van Sant. Ball is tipped out of bounds.
And they will.
4.6
seconds, Lou. I don't know
in the game
if we've ever seen this before.
And Chris Murray's in the game as well.
Scoreless here in the fourth. They don't even need to bring the ball into the front court, and they won't. Boy.
And the ball game is over. The Lawndale Cardinals shut out the Wildcats in the fourth quarter and move on to the third game. Third round, 75-50 after a 14-point quarter. And I don't remember ever seeing, especially in
a playoff setting
game,
where you've got the best of the best playing. This is absolutely phenomenal, fans, what you've just seen tonight. All right, in terms of the defense that Lawndale played, where they completely shut out a very talented, very game Redlands East Valley team that came into this with a 26-7 overall record, a sectional finalist. All right, this was no, run-of-the-mill team.
No,
this is a high-level team. And they were shut out in the fourth quarter.
This is the team. This is the team that concerned me the most coming into this bracket, into this part of the bracket. So they just annihilate the Wildcats after annihilating Grant the other night, 87-45.
Exactly.
75-50. And let's go out to McCall Hall when she is ready with Coach Bayrich. And a classy move by Coach Bayrich, especially after all they've been through today. Let's go out to McCall.
All right, I'm here with Coach Bayrich from Redlands East Valley. Tough loss into your season, but you got to be proud of your guys. What do you tell them going back in the locker room?
Oh, we try and tell them about everything but tonight, everything we did all year, and made it to a CIF final, won a state playoff game, won 26 games. It's a shame it has to end like this, but that's not going to take away from, what we've done all year.
And, you have a lot of seniors on your team. What do you tell the seniors? 4 years of hard work. What's your message to them as they go into their next chapter?
My message is thank you to them. They were a great group of kids. They did everything asked of them. They played hard. It would have taken a perfect game for us, I think, tonight, and, we didn't bring it. I thought we played very well in stretches. I don't think we scored in the fourth quarter, so, obviously not enough to get it done, but that's a very good team that we played and lost.
Absolutely. Well, good luck next season. We'll be seeing you guys again.
All right,
thank you. All right, tough loss for Redlands, but hey, there's always next season. This coach has got a lot of experience, a lot of years, and a lot of kids coming back. So we'll probably see them again in the CIF state championships. See you guys soon. Take care.
All right, thank you, McCall. You'll be back.
All right.
You're not going anywhere. I don't know, is she? Do you know something I don't?
No.
Okay, all right. But the Redlands East Valley Wildcat came in, the Cats came in here third place in the Citrus Belt, which is a tough league out in the Inland Empire. And they end their season at 26-8 after falling 75-50 to the Lawndale Cardinals, who have turned it up a notch, Rufus, after laying an egg in Anaheim. They come in here and just dominate.
Absolutely. And while we got a moment, Egidio DeLeo has coached the winning coach, Christopher Brownlee.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Brownlee. Coach, win and you survive. You guys continue on in this tournament. How do you think you guys played here tonight?
I think we played a really good fourth quarter. I thought that we played really well. Got some things out of our offense. Got some good, creative layups when Quincy Pinker, but, they went down for us. It doesn't get any tougher, but from here, we got a pretty good either Santa Barbara team coming to us, or we got to travel down to La Costa and play a good Tom McCarthy, Timmy McCarthy, whoever he is. He's a really good player and who's going to Harvard next year. So, we really want to try to get that win and get to the Long Beach Pyramid.
Chemezi Mantu had one of the best games that we've seen here on Lawndale CityTV. What was the difference for him here tonight?
They're just getting more relaxed as we go through March. Projects play well also. They're just getting more relaxed as we go through the March journey. We were really hurt by last week, so we're just getting over it one step at a time.
You mentioned a big loss exactly a week here from today. How did you get these guys to focus in on the task at hand, and that was win to advance?
Honestly, man, just prayer and hard work. We had to do that, and it really hurt us all. It hurt us as a community. And so, we just had to do it through prayer and hard work. That's all we could do.
And Brandon Newman, one more time, it comes back clutch for you guys. He came in clutch a couple of times so far this season. How impressive have you been by him?
Really good. We would have won the championship if he didn't foul out last week, along with Delano Beckers. I really believe that. So, missing those two, we never had to play a game at the end without them. So, I mean, that was the first time we had to play a game probably out of 33 this year. We've only had to play one without him that we won. So, you know, he finished every game for us, so it was real huge. So we're glad to have him on our team.
Coach, again, congratulations. You guys have such a stacked team here. Stedacor, Beckles, Chemezi Metu, Chris White, everybody. And sorry for all the other guys I'm forgetting, but you guys really do play well as a team. Congratulations again, and enjoy this win.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you, guys. Rufus, Lou, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Egidio Jaleu, and maybe we'll have some player interviews here coming up in a little bit. And, well, it was a shocking win. For me, it's a shocking win.
Well, the ease with which they won.
Especially the second half.
Right. And especially the fourth quarter when they pitched a shutout, all right, of a state playoff team.
In the state playoffs, that's right, in the second game. Not the first round, but the second round against a very good Redlands East Valley team. And also, they shut out Chris Harper in the second half. He's their leading scorer, 15.9 a game. I guess, well, he had 16 and that was it.
Right. And you kept thinking, man, when Chris Harper gets started, this thing's going to turn around. But I tell you what, it looks like we can go over to McCall Hall.
All right, well, the Lawndale High School Gymnasium is now officially legendary. The student section, you got to give them a lot of credit. They come out, they're always hyped, they're always excited. And now, following the lead of DeAndre Jordan of the LA Clippers, they are paying homage to Mezzi's dunk face. Example to my left. You know, Mezzi's known for throwing it down, but he's also known for the facial expressions he gives right after. So my next question is, Lou, Rufus, where's your dunk face?
Audio, okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. That was, I guess I scared the audio right out of it. So that was my dunk face. Let's see your dunk face. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. You just dunked on somebody. That's your doofus face. All right. Well, congratulations to the Lawndale Cardinals on a big 75-50 win over Redlands East Valley. And like Coach Brownlee said, they will either take on number 1 seed La Mesa Canyon or number 8 seed Santa Barbara. And coming into this game, coming into this tournament, this championship tournament, Lawndale was the 4th seed in this tournament.
And here's the thing, if it's Santa Barbara, it's back here at the cage. If it's La Costa, it's in Carlsbad. It's as simple as that, folks.
All right. Well, what do you say we try to add up the scores and try to do the tip of the hat and the player of the game selections?
All right. Well,
okay. All right. But first of all, I want to tell you, a very dear friend of mine passed away yesterday, somebody that I've known for 27 years and was an icon in the LA sports scene. And players, coaches, management, and the fans love Joe McDonald, and we're all going to miss him very much. Joe passing away, the Big Nasty, that's right. I had the pleasure of coming up with him in talk radio at KFI back in 1988, and we worked together at 710 ESPN, and also when ESPN Radio was a sports talk radio show on its own, sports talk radio station on its own. So from all of us, at the Lawndale CityTV family, our condolences go out to the Big Nasty, Joe McDonald. And let's go to Chemezi.
Thanks, guys. Here with Chemezi Metu. Chemezi, one of the best performances we've seen here on Lawndale CityTV. What do you credit that to?
I just want to come out here and get a W today and move on to the next round so we could get a chance of winning the state championship. So pretty much it.
What was the mindset before this game started? Exactly a week from today, you guys had a heartbreak loss to Canyon Anaheim. What was going through your mind before this game started?
We just wanted to regroup this week and just come out and just play as hard as we know we can and win and get back to the championship game, and hopefully we can win a championship.
You guys broke off as a close first quarter. In the second quarter, you broke off, and then you didn't look back since then. What did Coach say to you guys in the locker room at halftime?
We just had to get back in transition because number 35 and number 3, they were getting all their points in transition. So we just had to get back me and Buddha, we just crashed the boards, and everybody else had to get back. And that's pretty much what he told us.
And you had a physical battle with number 15 Aiken down low. What was that like here tonight?
I don't know. I just know he couldn't guard me tonight. He was just trying to act a fool. Hopefully get me on my game, but it wasn't working tonight.
It definitely wasn't working. I see you representing the Trojan colors there, but you're still a Lawndale Cardinal for a few more games, hopefully. Congratulations tonight. Great performance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Egidio DeLeu. And so we get the word from Tom Strickfaden and crew that the La Mesa Canyon team defeats number 8 Santa Barbara 69-44. So the Cardinals will be flying down to Carlsbad to take on La Mesa Canyon.
And that game's on the 17th, which is Wednesday night. We're hopeful of having coverage, but hey, win, lose, or draw, man. I think well, in fact, I can go see my daughter while I'm down there, who's at Cal State San Marcos, right down the road.
Well,
so
that's great for you. I
love
that.
I'm going to do that.
Well, why don't we take a timeout? Let's see. We don't have anybody on deck, so why don't we take a timeout, add up the scores, and we'll come back with the scoring and the player of the game and the tip of the hat right after this. This is the state championships, CIF state championships, presented by Farmers on CityTV. Final score, Cardinals 75-50 over the East Valley Wildcats of Redlands, and McCall Hall has a very special guest at center court.
All right, I'm here with Brandon Newman. Brandon, big win tonight. Congratulations. So tell me, as a senior, how does this feel to get such a big win and continue the momentum going in the CIF state championships?
It feels good. I just want to get to the next round so we can get this ring.
Get to the next round so you can get that win. Now, you know what's gotten you guys this far? I got to be honest with you. I've been watching you guys a lot. You are always on the ground, always hustling, always doing the extra little bit. What gives you that motivation to always be the X factor and go the extra mile for your teammates?
It gives me the motivation is that I want to be starting. I want to be a starting point guard. So I got to work extra harder so I can get that spot.
Well, you're definitely on your way. Now, here's the real question. To everybody out there who's been watching this young man, I don't know if you've noticed, but the hair stays perfect all game. He'll be on the floor, he'll be in the stands, doesn't matter. Shooting threes, the hair stays perfect. What is the secret?
I don't know. It's just in my genes. It just stays perfect.
All right, good hair, good hustle, good genes, great basketball player. Brandon Newman, Lawndale High School. They're going to continue it, going to state, and it all has to do with this guy right here. All right, you guys.
Well, that was pretty good. We got hair tips from McCall and Brandon Newman. So we found out it's in the genes.
Must use the same stuff Jimmy Johnson uses.
I guess so. All right. Well, congratulations to Brandon Newman giving hair tips to McCall. Let's see if she wears jeans next game. Okay.
I'm all choked up.
That's right. Well, for the Wildcats, 0 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, there's my score sheet. 0 points there in the fourth quarter, and if you look at that mess, you never have seen 0 and anything. I've never put a 0, no scoring, in any quarter of a game that I've ever done. So yeah, that's a mess. That's what you call a mess, that's for sure. How can I read it? Well, that's my secret. I know I do it so he can't read it, so he can't cheat off of me. 21 points though for Alex Ziska. What a game he had. He had 6 3-pointers, also had a rebound. 1 point for Julian Senegal, so they shut him down. He averages over 6 points a game. And then 7 points for Kim Aiken. He averages almost 13 points a game. He also had 5 rebounds. 2 points for Daniel Fisher with 5 rebounds, and 3 points for Brett Van Sant and 2 rebounds. 2 points for Austin Bryant, and he averages about 4 points a game. He had 1 rebound. And Chris Harper, the big story defensively by the Cardinals, had 16 points. That's right at his season average, but 0 points in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, was completely shut down by Messrs. Beckles, White, Pinkard, and Newman. And also 3 rebounds for Chris Harper. For the victorious Lawndale Cardinals, who improved to 22-11, and the 63rd win for Chris Brownlee here at Lawndale. Tedrick T.J. Johnson had 4 points, all in the second quarter. Broderick Jones had 16 points and 9 rebounds, and also had a couple of blocks thrown in there. Shemezi Matu with 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 block shots. 9 points for Brandon Newman, also had 2 rebounds. And Chris Murray got in the game, didn't get a chance to play or score. 11 points for DeAndre Snedeker, also had a rebound. Delano Beckles with a half a dozen points and 2 rebounds, and a rebound for Chris White. So a well-rounded scoring book for the Lawndale Cardinals. And I'll tell you what, Rufus, quite a game put in by the Cardinal defense.
Quite a game. Well, again, you can't do any better than what they did in that fourth period. And quite frankly, throughout the course of the game, excuse me, they pretty much held them in check the whole game. You said they came in averaging 67 or 64. They end up with only, 50.
With 50 points, averaging 64.7 points a game. And the Cardinals averaged 67.3 points a game. They scored 75 tonight, and they give up 55 points a game and gave up 50 points to the Wildcats tonight. So well, it's time for what everybody waits for, especially the tip of the hat. And let's give a preview of that brim. Is that a heat brim? Is that for? You can see through that? Is that for the heat?
This is a warm weather hat. This is a brand new acquisition. Just purchased today.
Here, let's
in the pretty city of
turn
Santa
it
Monica.
around. There you go.
All right.
Look at that. That's
All right.
beautiful. That's beauty. But first, let's. Hey, there's Ed Brownlee, back in the game. He's was taking some new chemotherapy pills, and they didn't agree with him, and that kept him down on one knee for an 8 count. But he's back here tonight, and that's good to see the coach's dad in here, and also a good luck charm as well.
Absolutely.
The player of the game, no question in my
mind. Can't have
too
many good luck charms.
That's right. Number 4, Shemezi Matu, is our player of the game with 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 block shots, and really I think held his cool tonight when there were some Wildcats hanging all over him with their claws in them, and a good job by Shemezi tonight.
I think a good job, and to me the most important thing, obviously most of his points came on slam dunks, and that's quite all right. He took advantage of what was there for him, and that was the inside game. Not a lot of outside shots. I guarantee if you did a shot clock on him, 80% of the shots, 90% came from within the paint as well. They should have. If you got a guy half your size guarding you, then you just take him to the rack, okay? And he did that, and I thought that was real good. The one thing Tremezzi will want to do and will want to continue to work on his develops, again, is getting back in transition defense. The celebration stuff, you've got to leave that behind and move on. They lost a couple of baskets because they didn't get back quickly enough, and that was something Coach Brownlee was concerned about. But other than that, an outstanding game for the big man.
And also, speaking of people in the community, Cesar Orazo, who used to play here, now over at Hawthorne, is out there on the court right now. So good to see little Cesar out there.
Yep.
All right, now time for the tip of the hat.
Probably wishes he was back over here, though, right about now.
Well, he had a good season for the Cougars, that's for sure. Who is your tip of the hat player of the game?
This was one of the toughest games ever to pick. I'm serious, to pick the tip
Really?
of the. There were 3 guys who were just right there neck and neck.
Okay.
Brandon Newman, DeAndre Snedeker. Those 2 guys were there. I mean, obviously everything they did, neck and neck, throughout the course of the whole game, and just made huge contributions. But I thought when it came down to it, the guy who came on, and he was brought on for defensive purposes. He was brought on to defend against Chris Hopper, and he did a good job on that. And then he got hot from the field, and he scored 12 points of his own.
That's right.
And I just thought that Quincy Pinker tonight, number 2, earned the Tip of the Hat award. So Quincy, QP, one more time. This hat's for you, or this tip is for you. I have to get that straight. Not the hat. This tip is for you, Quincy.
You had somebody come up and say, "Where's my hat?"
Where's my hat? But that's what this is, Quincy. Congratulations. And to the other 2 guys who played a great game as well, DeAndre Snedeker and Brandon Newman, both of whom are former Tip of the Hat award winners.
That's right. And, I want to thank you for joining us on City TV, and especially for joining us on the CIF State Championships presented by Farmers. I want to thank you, Rufus, once again for helping me out here along the way. Another game in the books, and I guess we should put a bow on this one and throw it up on the W shelf.
Well, let's get ready for Wednesday in Carlsbad.
Oh, there it goes on the win shelf. It's piling up, isn't it, those wins?
Yeah.
We like it when there are lots of W's up there. Okay, for Rufus Washington, for Egidio DeLeu, McCall Hall, and also on the scene helping out, Karen Bright and Sebastian Spencer helping us keep numbers tonight, and that's always good news. And for Tom Strickfaden and his 3-time Star Award-winning crew, I'm Lou Stowers telling you once again the final score from the cage, the Cardinal cage. The Lawndale Cardinals 75-50 over the Redlands East Valley Wildcats. Until next time, so long.